I was a preschool teacher.
Right.
You are a preschool teacher.
I was. I
You,
don't really
but
do
your
it anymore.
your identity.
I identify.
You
as a
identify
preschool
as a
teacher.
preschool teacher.
This is true.
Whereas I don't know if I can still
Okay.
identify. I wanted to ask if you have any stories, and this is putting you on the spot.
Okay.
And if you don't, that's fine.
do you have one?
That's kind of why I asked you.
And I want to hear yours.
It's because I have a story that I've never told.
Oh my God, an exclusive.
Because I've been really scared I'm going to get in trouble.
Like canceled?
No, not canceled, but like sued by the school.
Okay.
Which
So
like
canceled adjacent.
Yeah.
Preschool teacher canceled.
Pick a name for like a bad girl name.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say April.
April. That's really good.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the story of teacher April. So each class in the school had 2 teachers, and it was supposed to be me and teacher April.
Okay.
And 25 preschoolers. So I go in on my first day, and there was no orientation, nothing, like full sending myself into the space.
Okay.
Freshly graduated, no idea what I'm doing. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited to meet my co-teacher. And
April.
Teacher April.
Yeah.
And they were like, the thing about teacher April is she's going to be missing the first 2 weeks of school, which, as we know, the most critical time.
Duh.
Teacher April
Gone.
on her honeymoon.
Missing.
So she comes back. I finally meet teacher April, and right away I'm like, so nice to meet you. Been looking forward to meeting you, getting to know you. How was your wedding? Didn't get married.
Stop.
She did not get married and was not able to provide any further details on why. And I want you to put a pin in that.
Was there supposed to be a wedding?
Yes. So she was leaving for her wedding and
so that wasn't like a lie.
No.
Okay.
Well, not that I know of. And then the first interaction she had with a kid, little Robert, sweetheart, had his lunchbox on the floor.
Rob.
Which that's where you're going to put your lunchbox. You need space to spread out your food. You're not going to put your lunchbox on the table. Lunchbox on the floor. And he got up and stepped on the lunchbox by accident.
Was the food in there?
Nope. Just stepped on the lunchbox.
Okay.
And teacher April said,
did you buy that or did your mom buy that?
And Robert said, my mom.
Because Robert doesn't have a steady
because
job.
Robert doesn't have a steady job and funds.
Right.
And teacher April said,
I don't ever want to see you treat your belongings like that again. And if you do, I'm going to tell your mom how you treated her lunchbox.
I said, okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is exactly what they teach you. She was also really rough with the kids.
Oh, like she'd grab them.
She would grab them.
Yeah.
Grab them off the potty and just
no.
really scary. And I didn't know.
Jeez.
We were supposed to be a team, so I didn't want to be you're a really bad teacher, by the way. So it very much became okay, we go to teacher Brooke for everything, and we're very scared. We're very, very scared of teacher April.
They're so lucky they had you.
Thank you, Kels. But I don't know why that they needed to have teacher April, but that will become clear. Okay, so I started to complain to the other teachers.
Oh my God.
And I was like, there's something really, really, really wrong with the situation and with teacher April. And they were like, so yes, this is something that's been going on for 5 years. This is her 5th classroom in 5 years. And the reason that she's in your classroom now is because it's close to the office. So they're able to monitor her and keep detailed notes.
Don't we think there could have been enough offenses in the 5 years that she probably could have gotten written up and fired?
So that's what I thought, especially because then I started complaining to the
big
office.
Right.
And I was like, this is not working at all.
Okay.
And they said, so what we're going to have you do is we're going to lead you to the teacher April files.
No.
On our computer. And so this is where you'll come whenever you have a complaint. 45 pages.
What?
Of just 2018 complaints that I had to contribute to. I was
and what did you just type them out?
I had to go 15 times a day. I would go to the office and just type out the complaints. So they were building a case because it's, I guess.
But how much evidence do you need for a case?
That's what I don't understand.
Okay.
My theory is that they had probably threatened to fire her before or fired her before, and she came back guns a-blazing.
Did she have blackmail on the school?
I don't know why they couldn't fire her. I think it's really, it must be really hard to fire someone, or there's something I'm not understanding.
I feel that's tough. Okay.
Yeah. And then finally she did go on her honeymoon, which was like an awesome 2 weeks of just not having her. And she told me that she was going and wedding.
Wait.
Wedding and honeymoon.
So she ended up having a wedding?
So she ended up getting married, going on the honeymoon. She told me she was going to Bermuda.
Okay.
I do some Facebook digging.
Duh.
She got married in Atlantic City.
Okay.
Honeymooned in the casino.
Love that for
But
her.
she did tell me that she was going to Bermuda.
To Bermuda.
So that's that was an interesting pattern starting of lying.
Of lying.
Yeah. So she came back and I was like, how was Bermuda?
Right.
And she was like, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Then like a few weeks after Bermuda, she came in looking like a little down.
No.
I said, are you okay? And she was like, ugh, like my husband died in his sleep.
Stop.
No. No. So I was like, oh, damn. Like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, like the night before?
Yes. Like she had woken up and he was no longer with us.
And then she just went to work and told you.
Yeah. Very casually. And I was like, I'm really,
I'm so
I am
scared.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm really sorry about that.
That probably helped.
So then I look up the obituary because I'm like, something is like really like either he's not dead because you wouldn't be behaving this way. There was no husband. Like something's going on.
Right.
It turns out he was real. He did die. He was on the run and he was actually in jail the first time they were supposed to get married, which is why they couldn't get married. He had stolen $200,000 he was like a caretaker and he had moved forward with taking $200,000 of the person he worked for's money.
Oh my God.
And then moved in with teacher April.
With teacher April.
Yeah. And then I think it was like the wedding was more of like, I don't like some sort of like get out of jail situation. I don't know if that's how weddings and marriages work,
Okay.
but I think maybe that's why she wasn't as affected by his untimely passing. She was a bit more agitated than usual.
Right.
And so one day before circle time, we were lined up outside
Okay.
coming in from the playground.
Yeah.
And one of like the sweetest boys, Jack, that's a name change. He was sipping from his water bottle, spitting the water onto the ground,
Duh.
sucking the water up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Sucking the water back up
Mhm.
from the
From
concrete.
the ground.
Yeah, and
Zamboni it.
spitting it back out.
And
Sucking
spitting
back
it back
Yeah,
out.
baby birding
That
the
is
water.
sweet.
So instead of kind of just, redirecting him to the
Right.
water bottle, teacher April, like, it wasn't like a punch in the face,
No.
but like
no.
grabbed his nose and like twisted it.
Oh my God.
And then he like had an immediate bruise. And this is the first time I was just like, no, like absolutely not. I picked Jack up. Jack was crying.
Yeah.
I took Jack up,
Rightfully so.
marched him right into the office.
Mhm.
And I said, Jack, go ahead and tell, everyone in the office, go ahead and tell everyone
Mhm.
what just happened.
Right.
And he, very calmly stopped crying and said, teacher April clocked me in the face.
Stop.
Yeah, used those exact words. And so they immediately like went out, got teacher April. I was moving forward with the rest of circle time. Teacher April came back into the classroom to get her belongings. One of the kids said, where are you going? She told them all, Teacher Brooke's trying to get me fired.
Stop it.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Yes, by the way, yes.
She's right.
And so they were able to get the whole thing on video and she
Oh
was fired
My
immediately.
God.
Yeah, finally. It's just like, I don't understand why it ever had to come to poor
To
Jack getting clocked.
getting the brunt of the
Getting
situation.
clocked.
Yeah.
But she was fired. I made it through the whole year
Right.
because I was like, I can't. Like the kids have had so
Can't.
much turnover.
Right. They've been
I
getting
can't leave them.
punched.
They've
Yeah.
been getting clocked.
Right.
And then I quit.
Okay.
And then I moved on to a great school, and that's the end of that story.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did you have kind of a similar experience?
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
The exact same, but the teacher punched me in the face.
Oh, perfect.
But it's fine.